Welcome to Republican Talks, everybody. I'm your host, Kenneth Glenn. Welcome back. It's been 2 years since I posted. I kind of said I was coming back. I pulled a C-Day, didn't come back, and now I'm back again. I promise I'm going to actually make videos this time. I'm going to try to, at least. So I've been up. I've had a lot of stuff happening in the last 2 years. Just have not made videos. It just became less of a priority in my life, but now I'm getting back into content creating, making videos again. So I'm back, and I got a lot of content I can make. If you guys want to see what I've been up to for the last 2 years, I can make a video talking about that. But without further ado, let's get to this video, which I'm reacting and responding to a couple of comments that I've seen that I wanted to talk about. So the first comment comes from a post that the Tall Handsome Patriot posted. And it says, Christian Republicans trying to explain why they still support Israel despite what Jesus says in John 8:37-47, Revelation 2:9, and Revelation 3:9. Now, for those of you who don't know those verses that are in question, John 8 to 37 to 47, Jesus is going and talking to the Jews and saying, hey, you guys are not you're you claim to be descendants of Abraham, but you're not following what Abraham would actually do. You're not doing what God would want you to do, and you're serving your own God, basically saying like you're serving Satan. And he's talking like, you guys aren't what you say you guys are. And the Jews didn't like that. But in Revelation 2:9 and 3:9, Jesus just outright states that they are the synagogue of Satan, which is true, and it's true for all the other religions, that all the other religions are also synagogues of Satan. Anything that does not support and follow Christ, not necessarily support, but anyone that does not follow Christ, and if you follow another religion, you're a synagogue of Satan. You're feeding into Satan. Satan wants you to not follow God. So if you're feeding into that, you're part of the synagogue of Satan. So, but what I'm confused on is why we can't support Israel, because Jews were the synagogue of Satan. I don't know why we're no longer allowed to support people who were viciously attacked by terrorists. I don't know why that became a thing. So I commented on the thread. I wrote, we support Israel because they were attacked by a terrorist organization for a week. Hashtag Hitler was right was trending on Twitter. Also, those tweets were coming from pro-Palestine accounts. When pro-Palestine protesters are smashing windows at colleges, that's when you know you're on the right, that they are in the wrong. Basically, I'm saying that typically the rioters and people that are smashing stuff and saying super messed up stuff on social media are the ones that are usually in the wrong. Usually, those are the people that are in the wrong. I believe the BLM rioters were in the wrong. So, like anybody that makes a scene like that are usually in the wrong. Very little are people smashing and breaking things, and they're actually like the good guys. And he comments back, and he writes, you can denounce evil without supporting evil when both sides are... Sorry, I messed that up. He said, you can denounce evil without supporting the other side, which is also evil. The only side you should ever support is the one that follows Christ. And I disagree completely. I'm a firm believer in following, and not necessarily following, but supporting the side that's in the right. I think that's a very dangerous and dumb thing to state, that you should only support the side that follows Christ. And I commented back and I said, can you explain how Israel's evil? Because I don't know any proof of how Israel's evil. I've seen very little evidence showing that. And then after that I posted, also, you don't need to support the side that supports Christ. That's dumb. It's dumb. It is dumb. When the rising sun were forcing fathers to rape their daughters, you don't sit back and ask, well, did the victims support Christ? I'm not saying that I don't support Christ or that it's bad to support Christ. I'm saying that if you live with the mindset of we only support these kind of people, that is dangerous and it's very bad. It's borderline dumb. That's why I said it's dumb. Because if you're only supporting one group of people, when that group of people is wrong, you're going to support the wrong side. In my opinion, you should only support the side that's the right side, the correct side, the side that is in the right. So I did not like how he posted that. And he hasn't responded to me ever since I posted that. Another example I could give is like I could imagine tall, handsome patriot here walking up to abortion protesters. They're like anti-abortion protesters just sitting there, and they're like, hey, we support the aborted fetuses that die every year. And he walks up and goes, you shouldn't support the aborted fetuses because they don't support Christ now. Okay. Me personally, I don't support them because, they don't support Christ. Maybe those babies that don't really have a conscience could just support Christ. I would support them, but they don't, so I don't support them, You see how bad that, you see how that's dumb? That's a dumb point to make. I think the right sides should be supported and the bad side should be denounced. But that's all I gotta say about that. The Bible verses are true. The Jews are a synagogue saying, but that does not necessarily mean that we can't support people being attacked by literal terrorists. And then let's move on to the next comments that I was going to talk about. So there's a YouTube channel out. I don't know how to even pronounce their name. I'm not going to try to. They made a video reacting to Ben Shapiro's rap video. But by the way, Ben Shapiro made a rap song, which is crazy to me. We got Ben Shapiro rapping before we got Grand Theft Auto 6, which I think is actually a pretty good thing. The longer Grand Theft Auto 6 cannot be released, the better. But that's a whole topic for another video. They were complaining about the rap song because it's Islamophobic. They mentioned Tom McDonald saying, he made an example saying that if all white people are racist, then every Muslim's a terrorist. And he said that in the song. They said that was Islamophobic, which I disagree with. They said that the Ben rapping about his yarmulke was racist or Islamophobic, which is also wrong. I commented underneath, I said, no, Ben Shapiro rapping about his yarmulke is not Islamophobic. That comment got 68 likes, which is absolutely crazy. I didn't even realize that until today. And then they comment underneath, according to Islam, it is Islamophobic. That's not in the comment, but I'm going to clarify that's what they're talking about. Considering they call Jews the worst creatures on earth, or they call them the worst creatures, and they say they want to behead them all. Which, by the way, that's borderline Hitler activity. They want to behead all the Jews. That's something Hitler would have said. Which is just insane that they said that. They basically said that they're Islamophobic because they rap about a yarmulke. And then they're just like, oh yeah, we should just behead all the Jews. Just every single Jew, just behead them all. Like, isn't that anti-Semitic? Like, that's racist too. Like, that's actually more racist. Because rapping about a yarmulke isn't racist at all. He wasn't making fun of Islamic people. He wasn't anything like that. You just want to complain about crap. So anyway, another person underneath, comments, yes, Islam's the most peaceful religion, basically mocking her because she's an idiot. And it's funny to mock idiots. And she writes underneath that, she says, they love to leave others in pieces. Are you seeing this? She's complaining. She made a whole video complaining about how Islamophobic the Ben Shapiro rap song was, which it wasn't even Islamophobic. And she makes probably the most Islamophobic joke you could possibly make. I mean, are you kidding me? That it's just crazy to me that exists. Like, that is bad. That is awful. And that's something that she actually posted. She went from like, oh yeah, they're the worst creature on earth. She basically was complaining about the song being Islamophobic, and then she just said the most racist stuff underneath the comments. Like, this is awful. And I can't believe this exists. I just wanted to post this out here to maybe attract some attention to this. So anyway, I hope in this video, guys, that's it for me today. So Hope you like the video. You can comment down below if you want to see anything. Maybe you want to see my take on a certain thing. I'm planning on updating and giving you guys more content, more news, and I'm going to start a new series on my channel. So anyway, hope you like the video, guys. Leave a comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later.